Hello everyone and welcome. This is our first video in the Fresh Start to First Base series in Perma-Death mode. And if I sound a little frantic here in the first couple moments, it's just because I'm trying to collect the necessary resources to not die right away, making this the shortest series on YouTube. Series of one. Hang on, I just have to swap my controls back. I'm one of those inverted with the joystick, but normal when I got my mouse in my hand type players. Okay, so we have two systems that are working for us right now. We have our hazard protection system and we have our life support system. You can see those both in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. The snowflake on the shield just designates that we are on an ice planet and we are currently taking ice damage. And now we are fully out of any hazard protection. I've been mining ferrite dust now so that I could repair my multi-tool so I could do scans. And I've done a scan there, so now I can go and look for some sodium. Sodium is what is used to replenish or recharge our hazard protection system. And my word, look at that jackpot! The No Man's Sky gods, I guess Atlas, I don't know, has smiled upon us. Let me just go ahead and use this first one here to recharge the system, and then I can just spend the rest of this time picking all these delicious, delicious sodium plants here. Hang on, get some carbon plants out of the way. Anyway, so sodium is used to recharge that hazard system, and carbon will be used to charge our weapon. It looks like we have a cave over here. This would be a perfect opportunity to talk a little bit, kind of without having to worry. Reason being is inside of caves, you don't take any of that environmental damage. If you can get far enough in and you've got a roof and walls over your head, this is not a cave. Hang on, we have a glowing rock though. Okay, yeah, this is definitely not a cave. And we're back to being cold again. Let's apply some of that delicious sodium we found. And I think we're going to go ahead and just start making our way out to... Oh, hang on one second. Okay, so this is oxygen. This plant is can be mined for oxygen resources. We've got bulbs here on the bottom, but we don't want to stay too long because it does that. If we get hit with any of that green gooey stuff, it will cause us a lot of damage. There we go. Okay. We'll mine this guy for resources. And now we can head on. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to collect a little bit more ferrite here. I'm not entirely sure if the... I've seen other people do the no ship challenge. I'm still on the fence whether or not I'm going to wind up doing this as a no ship challenge also. Yeah, we'll just see as we get a little bit closer there. I haven't really planned that far ahead. Just right now, trying to stay alive. We're going to collect up some carbon. A couple of things that I like to stockpile on early game is carbon, looking for that sodium, obviously, oxygen, and ferrite dust. And they're tied pretty much to what you would expect them to be. Carbon from the trees and plants. And these are the animals in the game. We don't see it right now, but in the top left-hand part of the screen, anytime that we'll take like internal damage, we'll actually lose health. And if we eat, like there I just got some meat. So we can eat that, and it will help us replenish some health. That we'll need an advanced mining laser for. What is this? Yeah. It looks like we've got a crashed freighter right here at the start. I don't think I actually want to... I don't really have the resources to just go dorking around and searching those freighters. I think I'm going to... Let's just take a peek here real quick. Ooh, crystals. Definitely... Oh, no! No! Back up the mountain! Back up the mountain! Come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Just based on even a shortfall, I'm not going to risk it going down the mountain just yet. So we'll collect these up. We can use this a little bit later. This will be used in conjunction with our carbon to make life support cells to replenish our life support system. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to go down there right now. I think I will continue on my way towards the... hang on. Take a peek down here real quick. Is there anything else that might be of interest? No. Wait a sec. That's a double freighter crash. What are the odds a double freighter crash right next to where I'm stuck? You know what? Maybe I'll come back later and put a base there and then use that as my view, because that's a pretty awesome view. Very post-apocalyptic sort of feel to it. There we go. Recharge our mining laser there. All right, so we're going to collect this up. Like I said, this is going to provide us some dihydrogen jellies, and then we'll go ahead and then combine those a little bit later on to make some life support cells. And we'll continue on our way. It's almost like we start off with a shopping list, a grocery list, if you will. Things that we need to get: the sodium, the carbon, the ferrite dust, all of our broken components. We're going to use these very basic elements that can be found all over the planet as we start. And now this is our ship over here. Yeah, we can go ahead and open these up, see what we've got. Now in the background there, you see there's that tube. We don't have an Atlas pass to open that yet. We should probably make that a priority. We can open these things. Well, okay, so I'll just go ahead and... If it just looked like there was a jump, it's because I've decided that I'm not going to use the ship after all, and this will be a perfect little spot to kind of come over here and regroup. Yeah, I'm not going to use the ship for this playthrough. We're going to go ahead and try to find another one somewhere out in the wilderness. This is a perfect example of what I was talking about earlier when I was looking for a cave system for us to kind of hide off into. You can see the temperature there in the bottom left-hand corner is much, it's warmer than what it is when it's out in the open. So it looks like I picked up an oxygen recycler. It's a piece of technology. It's an upgrade. I'm going to go ahead and install that now and then move it over to my technology tab, and then we'll grab the life support system. Hang on. The life support system. There we go. And we'll put that right next to it, and then they should... Yep, there's the blue squares around the outsides, which means that they are receiving bonuses for being next to one another. There we go. And all I'm doing right now is just balancing and moving stuff around, installing here. Hang on one second. My analysis visor. We go ahead and get some carbon nanotube, and I don't have enough carbon. Okay, so all I'm really doing is just trying to install some extra pieces, balance my inventory, but right now I need to find some carbon so that I can install my visor. Come on. Yes, I know I don't have it. And the analysis visor is going to allow us to see where certain things are located. And the reason that this has become a pertinent item on my list is because if I'm not going to use the base ship, then I'm going to have to find another ship somewhere else. And having the analysis visor is going to let me see where there are any other buildings. Now we're in the visor view now. So also, this is going to allow us to scan items, which we can start receiving credits for. Start building up a little bit extra here. Oh, we're going to need an advanced laser for that. That's going to be another piece of upgrade tech. All right, so the mindset now is that we're just going to do a little bit of resource collecting. By not taking the game's ship, we're going to have to live off of the land, as it were, for who knows how long now. I will probably just go ahead and fast forward through the next however long it's going to take me to find either maybe I'll zoom to the next structures, but I'm just going to go ahead and build up some resources now, and we'll see what happens. If there's any interest maybe in the future, I'll do just like maybe a straight playthrough and put the hours and hours of grinding and walking through the wilderness up, if that's something that you guys want to see. I don't know, we'll just maybe keep these a little bit shorter. Okay, here, don't psych me out again. Nice, okay, so yes, this, our first, what is it on the clock? 40 minutes? It's about 40 minutes, wow. 40 minutes to find our first legit cave system here. All right, so as we had talked before, caves are awesome because, first of all, they protect us from the outside elements. We're no longer exposed to those really cold temperatures. Next is the cobalt. Cobalt is what we've been searching for this entire time. Cobalt is going to be mixed with what we were gaining from those blue crystals outside. We're going to take that, turn it into dihydrogen jelly, mix the dihydrogen jelly with the cobalt that we're getting right now, and that is going to turn into ion batteries, which we can use to charge up our... Why is my... There we go, okay. We can use those to recharge our hazardous protection system, and turns out I was not out. There we go. So I was not actually out of the elements. You actually have to have a roof over your head. That's a real mistake right there if I've ever seen one. But anyway, so we'll be mixing this cobalt here with those dihydrogen jellies, making some recharge ion batteries for our hazard protection system. And that will allow us to move out into the wilderness and kind of not worry so much about having to find sodium. When you start combining the elements like that, you actually start getting a higher yield back on the usefulness of the things that you find. So it might take 100 sodium, or I don't know what it is in Perma-Death mode, to recharge the hazardous protection system, but when you are using more condensed versions or... It looks like the dioxide's also for the... Yeah, I forgot. Okay, yeah, so we can use the dioxide also to recharge that system. But, you know, we can use different elements to recharge different parts of different systems. But when we start using more and more condensed items, especially when we start getting into the ion batteries, that's going to just make what resources we do find last longer. And that's super important, especially here, like in Perma-Death mode. I'm trying to reach those, see if there's anything else down there that I can't quite reach. Let's get out of here. All right, and we will continue our trek onward. They sound really close. I can check. Oh, come on! An hour and 48 minutes, and they're just they're taunting me. They're taunting me. Ah! All right. Well, 2 hours in, and oh shit! Did you see that? Yes! Okay, so that, my friends, is the first real base where we'll be able to procure a ship. Not bad, I guess, for being under 2 hours. I've heard of some horror stories of it taking way longer. That's probably going to be a great place to stop this video. I don't know if I can take any more in this session anyway. We'll just continue on towards it. Yeah, you know what? So that'll do it for this video. Stay tuned, subbed, and rung for the latest. I'll catch you all in the next one. skyDM over and out for this session.